Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whenever or wherever you are. So today I will present my research proposal, but before that, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kadek Mentari. I'm from 4A class. Alright everyone, without further ado, let me start to explain you about my research proposal. Next slide please. Alright everyone, as you can see on the slide, so my research topic is about the influence of YouTube as a media for English learning in improving student speaking ability in the era of the Industrial Revolution 4.0. Next slide please. Alright everyone, so now I would like to explain you about the research background and also literature review related to my research proposal. So I will let me explain you about one by one. Next slide please. Alright everyone, as you can see on the slide, so there are several sections that are included in the research background, such as introduction and research problem, and then limitation of study, research question, research purpose, and also research significance. Next slide, please. Alright everyone, so now I would like to explain you about the introduction and also research problem of my research proposal. So ladies and gentlemen, currently the world has entered the era of the Industrial Revolution 4.0, which is marked by the development of connectivity, interaction, the development of digitalization, artificial intelligence, and virtual technology system in everyday life. So it is mean if all sector of human life have been based on technology and digitalization. So based on research by Samoser 2018 state that from WSIS data, it is known that 50% of the world population is connected to the internet. So this provides if the technology development are increasingly and rapid and affect all sector of life. Or we can say, if in the era of the Industrial Revolution 4.0, all of human activity are technology or internet based. So if we can see, one of these sector is education. So ladies and gentlemen, actually in the field of education, technological development provide benefit for student and teacher because technology provides various information related to the material that can be accessed by teacher and also student. So not only that, education also use technology as a learning medium to support an effective learning process. This is because learning media can attract student attention in the learning process to understand a given material. So one of the technology-based learning media that can be used is YouTube. All right, next slide, please. All right, everyone. So as you can see in the slide, everyone, so we know together if YouTube is a very flexible learning media and can be accessed anywhere and also anything. Not only that, YouTube also provides a place for everyone, especially learners, to be creative in making learning videos that can later be useful for everyone. So besides that, learning English is very important lesson, especially in preparing the nation generation. We know also in the learning English, we have four basic important skill. One of these is speaking skill. So speaking is one of the important skill that must be mastered in learning English as a means to be communicate effectively. So that from that we know if YouTube can be a medium for learning English in honing student English skill. So however, in the use of YouTube as a medium for learning English, of course, there is an influence for student. So therefore, I want to research about the influence of YouTube as a media for English learning, improving student skill ability in the era of the Industrial Revolution 4.0. All right, next slide, please. Alright, everyone. So is it the limitation of study about my research proposal? So we can see together the study focused on knowing the influence of YouTube as a medium for learning English. It improves student speaking ability, especially in the era of Industrial Revolution 4.0. And also, the study also focused on knowing the relationship between YouTube and the era of Industrial Revolution 4.0 in improving student speaking skill in learning English. Next slide, please. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so here is the research question and also research purpose of my research proposal. So I have two research questions. The first is there any influence of YouTube towards student speaking skill in English learning in the era revolution 4.0? And also, is there any relationship between YouTube and era revolution industry 4.0 in English learning to improve student speaking skill? So is it my research question that based on my research problem? And then I have a research purpose. I have two research purposes here. The first one is to find out any influence of YouTube towards student speaking skill in English learning in the era Revolution 4.0, and also to find out any relationship between YouTube and era Revolution Industry 4.0 in English learning to improve student speaking skill. Next slide, please. Alright, everyone, so as you can see on the slide, so is it the research significant? So I hope my research proposal can give benefit for a student, for teacher, for readers, and also for researchers. So for student and for teacher, I hope they can find out the influence of YouTube as an English learning medium in improving student speaking skill in the era of Industrial Revolution 4.0. And then for readers, I hope that the readers can increase their knowledge, especially regarding the influence of YouTube as an English learning medium. And then for researchers, I hope that with this research, the researchers can develop and use this research as a reference for future research. Next slide, please. Alright, everyone, we move to the literature review. Next slide, please. So now I would like to explain you about the literature review. Ladies and gentlemen, we have two important parts in literature review. So they are the theoretical and also empirical review. Next slide, please. So I would like to explain you one by one. So now I would like to explain you about the theoretical review in my research proposal. So in theoretical review in my research proposal, I put some definition and also theory about the first one is about the speaking skill. So in speaking skill, I put some definition from previous research, and also I put the definition, benefit, and also anything about the speaking and speaking skill in my theoretical. So for example, as you can see on the slide, so speaking is one of the most important skill to master because it can be used as a means of communicating effectively. Is it based on the research by Sari and Margana 2019? And also I also put the definition and the explanation about the era revolution 4.0. So for the example, as in same like in the slide, so the research from Christiani and also Pratnya Dewi 2021 so state that the development of information technology and digitalization in the industrial era 4.0 provide many sources in learning English, especially to improve students speaking skill. So in my research proposal also there are many explanation about era revolution 4.0, and the last one is about YouTube. So YouTube here I put some definition also from theory previous researchers, and then I also put some benefit of the YouTube. So one of the example literature review, especially theoretical review in my research proposal. So you can see on the slide. So like YouTube is one of the social media that is practical and easy because it provides a popular video sharing service where user can load, watch, and share video clips for free. So is it from Yusuf and Agung 2021? Next slide, please. All right, everyone. So next I will explain you about the empirical review. So as you can see on the slide, everyone, so I use several previous research For example, that related to the use of YouTube as a learning medium. So I use some previous research, such as Yusuf and Agu 2021, that conducting research related to the effectiveness of YouTube as the online learning media. And then I also use research from Sari and Margana 2019, which examine YouTube as a learning media to improve the student speaking ability in 21st century. And then also I use research by Handi Pratama 2020 that conducting research on the use of YouTube as a learning tool in teaching listening skill. So is it we call the empirical review. So I use several study, especially the result of this study. Next slide, please. All right, everyone. I think that's all about my presentation about my research proposal. Thank you for watching this video and have a great day.